So what is going on, guys? You probably clicked on this video because you want to grow a wider back, right? You want to get that wide cobra back, right? That nice V-taper that every man wants. And a lot of you guys don't know how to attain it, or you're doing a lot of things wrong in the gym. And I just want to give you guys a couple pointers to help you guys on building a wider, stronger, more defined back. Because if you don't have back muscles, then you're really never going to have the overall physique, right? Something's going to be lagging. Your physique is going to look completely off. And really, there's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of, knowledge that goes into building a nice back, right? That wide sought after cobra back. So basically, I want to give you guys a couple pointers on how to do so. Number one thing that you can always start off with is pull-ups. I know a lot of you men out there cannot do more than 5 pull-ups. You should really take a hard look in the mirror. I know some of you guys are gonna get a little offended, but I'm gonna have to throw it out there, guys, right? If you can't do more than 5 pull-ups, you need to start right there first, right? But number one thing is starting off with pull-ups, right? That's usually how I get warmed up, and I just always start off with pull-ups. You need to understand that pull-ups are going to be your money makers, right? And giving you, a wide back, and then you can transition over to lat pull downs. The thing with lat pull downs is you really want to go with the wide grip, right? You need to understand that, when you're going with the wider grip, right? Wider grip, wider lats, right? We're not talking about Red Bull here that's going to give you wings, right? Wide lat pull downs are going to give you those wide lats. So you guys need to understand that, right? Then you want to start, incorporating, barbell rows, right? When you start incorporating barbell rows, you're going to build a really just massive, you're going to have some mass on that back muscles, you're going to give it that width, and that's what you're going to be looking for, right? That width, that mass. If you guys take a hard look at, Dorian Yates, he really preaches, the barbell rows, and he also does them a little bit different, right? A little bit more higher. Just the angle, the approach is everything as well. So you guys need to understand that, right? Especially when doing, barbell rows, dumbbell rows, angles is going to be everything, right? You can do it on a flat bench, or you can kind of do it on an incline, and those angles is just really going to target, different areas of your back muscles and really just start, popping after a while if you guys are doing them right, right? So basically, guys, what I want to share with you guys, what has given me the most, tremendous results in building a wider lat, a wider back, right? So basically, I want to show you guys, right? Once you start building a wider back, you're going to start creating that illusion, right? That V taper, right? When you do a lat spread or even your back is going to give an illusion, even if you don't have a smaller waist, right? If you don't have a small waist, you're not genetically gifted, do not worry, guys. You guys can, create the illusion, right? You can manufacture that illusion by creating a wider back, right? So you guys need to understand there's strategies, there's levels to all of this that I'm, talking to you guys about, and you guys can start implementing it, right? Once you have that knowledge, and that's what I'm here to share with you guys. So you guys need to understand, right, that, angles is going to be everything, right? And also, your attachments, right? You can go with the V bar, right? When you start bringing it closer, you're going to start targeting that middle, right? Of your back, and you're just gonna start building a more impressive back. So you guys need to hit it with all angles, all different attachments, barbells, dumbbells, machines, cables. You guys need to start playing around with what your body responds better to, right? What works for me might not work for you, will work for somebody else, might not work for you. So you guys need to understand, you need to start playing around, especially if you're just getting started. Play around with different exercises. There's so many back exercises that you guys can incorporate. Do your research out there, figure out what works best for you. And basically, guys, what I want to also, touch on is, minimizing momentum, because I see so many of you guys, that you're ego lifting, right? You got to drop the ego, especially, when it comes to back muscles, right? Because the back muscles is a muscle group that it's really large, but it's also very hard to feel like a pump. Like you can do heavy, just a lot of volume. You will almost never feel a pump, right? It's just so much volume there. But if you're doing it right, you need to understand and trust and be patient that the results will come in. But if, you're just kind of ego lifting, you're using more momentum, you're recruiting other muscles rather than the back, then, you know, you're not going to really see the results. And year after year, month after month, you're going to keep looking the same, right? And you're going to be wondering, why am I doing everything in the book and I'm not seeing any results? That's probably why, my guy. You need to just dial it back, drop the ego, focus on the form, get that nice range of motion, right? That's where, you know, that time under tension is going to start coming in and it's going to really start yielding you the best results. That's what has worked best for me. And yeah, guys, basically I just want to share those couple pointers with you guys. And, you know, let's show you guys pretty much, you know, what the back muscles are looking like right now. And then, you know, that way you guys can have the updated version and I can show you guys, you know, month after month, I'll be checking in with you guys and showing you guys the updated physique, right? Because by the end of the year, the back is going to be looking crazy, my guys. So if you guys don't believe it, man, these tips that I'm giving you, I think that the truth is in the pudding and, you know, we're just getting started with this. So as you guys can see, I don't have a genetically gifted, you know, waist, you know, a small waist. So basically I have created that illusion that I have a smaller waist. So you guys can see, you know, the lats, you know, they just start tapering in and it creates that optical illusion that you have a smaller waist. For myself speaking, you know, I'm 6'3", I'm 225 pounds right now, guys. So I'm still coming down on weight. I know I still hold on to a little bit of fat. But once, you know, we start shedding away that fat, all that definition, all that new muscle is going to start showing up. It's going to start looking really nice once you get that full package coming in, guys. So basically, guys, do not neglect, you know, training your back muscles because I understand that. I know for a fact a lot of you guys do not train back, bro, because I look at some of you guys, right, and you're starting to develop or hunch over because you're working all the muscles that you can't see in the front and they're starting to pull you forward, right, rather than training your back and start, you know, be balanced, right, where your back is going to start pulling you back as well, right? So you guys are on balance, and not only that, but your physique just doesn't look right? And I know that some of you guys, and I know for a fact, guys, some of you guys do not train back because it's a muscle group that you cannot see. Most people only train the muscles that they can see in the mirror. Training your back muscles is more of just a feel because you're not able to see, you know, in the mirror, you know, those back muscles that you're training, right? And most importantly, you're not even going to feel a pump with back. That's just how it goes. But you need to understand that. So hopefully, you know, I've equipped you guys with the knowledge, share with you guys some valuable game, man, right? Because most people, you know, they got to pay for these tips, man. And I know that I'm sharing a lot of valuable stuff with you guys. So if you guys got any kind of value, guys, you know, help support the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like, comment, subscribe, comment your guys' favorite, you know, back workout that you haven't, that has given you the most results. And if you got any kind of value, guys, make sure you guys hit that like, you know, support the video, and then also hit that subscribe button, guys. So I hope to see you guys in the next vid, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'll see you guys next week.